Malcolm, cool, quiet.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the NBA recap. Yes, sir. Back in another video, back in another episode. And today we're gonna talk about the games that went on yesterday, man. And I'm not even gonna lie, I did not watch a lot of basketball last night. I think I only watched like a grand total of 3 games. But yeah, there was some stuff that we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna talk about some things that are going on. But primarily, I'm probably gonna focus more on the Lakers than anything else, and also the Nets because I do want to talk about him. I know, I know. I feel like I know. It probably looks like I'm low on energy. I kind of am because like I don't know why. I just am today. Even though I did wake up early, obviously because I had school, but I'm just low on energy. So you just gotta deal with it. I'm still gonna come out of fire vid. So anyway, I'm gonna try and see if I can post the box scores for the games I watched. So yeah, we're gonna talk about them and see what went on. And without further ado, let's get into these games. The first game I want to talk about is the Nuggets beat the Magic, man. Once again, this was a game I did not really watch. Did not really watch. The Nuggets, man, Nikola Jokic had triple double, making his statement case for the MVP. The MVP this year, the MVP reward this year is kind of weird because a lot of people are out. Like LeBron is out, Joel Embiid is out. James Harden had a weird coming out of Houston. Like it's just a weird. I think this MVP award will be just one of those MVP awards that like nobody will remember. But at the same time, congrats to Jokic for like making his statement. Also for Dame, and I think CP3 is trying to make a statement too. But his counting stats aren't really that great. But at the same time, I think it'd be nice for them, and I think they will make a statement. He will make a statement. Jamal Murray had a nice game. Nuggets are moving up in the standings. I will say they started off the season pretty bad, but I believe they're now the fifth seed, fifth or sixth seed. I don't remember. But yeah, they're doing great things, and I like how they are approaching the game. Next game I'll talk about the Lakers lose to the Pels. Man, this is gonna be the primarily bulk of the video of how they have looked without LeBron James and without Anthony Davis. Now, to do a deep dive on this, I saw like the way the offense was running without LeBron James was just stagnant. Like they weren't really moving the ball very well. There wasn't no any like continuity. There wasn't any fluidity. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna take this ball up the court and I'm gonna shoot a three. The funny thing is that they actually had a really good shooting night from three. They shot like what 17 threes. I'm gonna put the box score. I'm gonna search up on my phone real quick. I think they had like what 17 threes or something like that. Crazy. They had a good game from three, but it was just like let me check real quick. They had 18 threes, man. 18 fucking threes. And then he lost his game by 17. I did watch the entirety of this game. I don't know why I did, but I just did. I watched the entirety of this game. It's just that they had a great shoot. Kyle Kuzma tried to play like the little point forward because I believe he had like six or seven assists. Um, he had 7 assists. So you're trying to do like the point forward that LeBron typically does, but obviously did not really work out that well. Markieff Morris, I mean, it's so weird because they were hitting their shots. It doesn't really make sense because they were hitting their shots. It's just that it was just in and out. Guys just didn't know like if they were guys just didn't know what to do without LeBron James on the floor. I think Kyle Kuzma said in the interview like the team is built to play off LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and now when you have not one but two of those stars out, it's just hard to really create a new type of offense without them. Last year was easier because they had a guy in Rondo who can initiate the offense, even though he wasn't that great in the regular season. He could still be a guy that can initiate the offense, which is a great mind on the court, similar to LeBron James. But they don't really have that on the court this year. What they have is Dennis Schroeder, who's a pretty good. I believe he's more of a score first guard than a pass first guard. But at the same time, I mean, he'll still give you his like 5 or 6 assists. But at the same time, like he's not like a score first guard. Like Rondo will be the type of guy who'll be on like he'll be on his Draymond Green shit. We'll have like 4 points with like 10 assists. So it's like it's really hard to judge the team. Like I said, this team and they're the hottest topic in the NBA right now because they have a very tough schedule coming up, and they could be seen dropping to like the eighth or ninth seed, seventh seed is what people are projecting them to be. I don't think as far as like seeding, I really don't think like their issue is with seed. As far as like seeding for the playoffs, I don't think that should be an issue for them, man. I don't think I want to be the Utah Jazz facing the Los Angeles Lakers at 8. That's just ridiculous. I don't want to be whoever's second. I don't know who's second right now. I don't want to be the Phoenix Suns, who are really good, facing a fully powered Los Angeles Lakers team at the seventh spot. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sucks, but at the same time, you have to go through it because it's tough. It's really tough. But at the same time, they tried. They tried. I mean, I watched this game like they were down by like fucking 30 points. Like it was looking really bad. But then they fought, which I you know which I like from them. And guys are showing they had a lot of guys in double digits. And they started Devontae Kaycock this game. He had some good minutes here and there. And oh man, Caldwell Pope, man. Yeah. The inconsistency of this guy is ridiculous, man. Starting off the season, man, he was super, super high on beat. He was shooting like what, 56% in like 12 games? Ridiculous. Then he just started falling and falling and falling and falling, and now his name's in trade rumors. So, and I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised because the guy, I like his hustle. I'll give him that. I mean, somehow he's still shooting 40% from three. Somehow. But at the same time, like his last great shooting night was against the Warriors where he shot three or four. So I guess it was kind of weird for them, but at the same time, it's gonna be hard adjusting without LeBron James being your point forward, be basically your point guard, because you don't have much anything to go off of. You know, he's the I thought the only guy that I see that's really like an energy guy is like Montrezl Harrell is gonna give you the occasional dunk. He's gonna drive, he's gonna hit those fadeaways. But at the same time, it's just like, yeesh, man. Yeesh. Montrezl Harrell's Montrezl Harrell is like in the trade rumors, which I don't really agree why he would be in trade rumors because I really think he's the guy for this team. But at the same time, it's just bad without LeBron. Their next game is against the 76ers, which we'll talk about later, and I don't think that they're gonna beat them. I don't think they're gonna beat them. But they need all the help they can get. I mean, obviously the trade deadline is tomorrow, so they could get somebody in trade, but who knows, man. For the Pelicans, man, I guess it's a good win for them. Brandon Ingram was just fucking them up in the mid range, man. Like he was hitting shots that were just ridiculous. Like I can't like this man had like 24 mid range jumpers, bro. And was shooting a three. He was playing pull up threes. He was on his Kevin Durant type shit where he was just stroking. I believe he had what 36 points this game. I'll post the box score. Um, just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous. Like great game for Brandon Ingram. Zion Williamson had once again had 20 plus points with 50 plus 50 something% shooting. So yeah, good game for Zion Williamson once again. Um I love Zion. I love what they're doing with Zion, making him that playmaker. I enjoy that a lot. And yeah, this will be a tough stretch for the Lakers, man. But hey, Lord knows what's gonna happen. This game, I want to talk about the Knicks beat the Wizards, man. Once again, did not watch this game. I watched a little bit. I know Julius Randle had a really hot game from three. I think he hit like three back-to-back threes, and everyone's going crazy. So yeah, the Knicks man still fighting for that playoffs. Still fighting to be in the playoffs. For the Wizards, man, they lost. Sucks. Bradley, Bill, Russell Westbrook. It's looking like it's not working. I thought they were going to be a team that could make a push, but they obviously have reverted back to old norms. Even though I believe Russell Westbrook has been playing really well. Let me see what okay, well he didn't have the best game ever, but Bradley Beal isn't dropping his occasional 30 plus points anymore. He's giving like 22, 20, which is good, but at the same time for him, he's the league leader in points. So 32 is around his range. So you gotta hit those to win. Um for the Suns, man, Suns beat the Heat. The Heat have been on like a four-game losing streak. It's kind of something to watch. I believe they're just a 500 team now, 22-22. But yeah, they've been beating. They've been getting their ass beat a little bit. The Suns are just doing the Sun things. Devin Booker continued to thrive. Chris Paul continued giving like low stats, but like still his impact is ridiculous. DeAndre Ayton is doing DeAndre Ayton things, even though he's I don't even know what to call him because he's just doing his thing, man. I think their team is just really flowing and rolling, and they're second seed in the West for a reason. Next game we'll talk about the 76ers beat the Warriors, man. it's a tough game to watch because I did not like seeing these two teams play without their best players. No Joel Embiid, no Steph Curry. But yeah, Tobias Harris took over a little bit. Ben Simmons had a pretty nice game. The Warriors, man. Jordan Poole apparently has been doing pretty great these past few games. Obviously, this game was not the best, but point wise, he's been doing pretty well. Draymond Green is still trying to assist with his 6 points. Um, yeah, but good win for the Sixers, man. They still been there. It's great that they're still being able to stay afloat without Joel Embiid. Obviously because they still have a really good team, and there's no Seth Curry. So yeah, they're still flowing, they're still moving. I like it. Next game we'll talk about the Nets beat the Blazers, man. I did watch this game during its entirety, man. James Harden, man, just a guy who can just. I know this game he did not really shoot the ball very well, but man, that guy can assist, man. He what 17 assists, man. Running away with the league, running away with the league assist leader, man. 11.5 assists, like it's just ridiculous at this point. I mean, I was like I said, he didn't shoot the ball very well. 7 of 24, which is actually really horrid. But at the same time, over 7 for 3, as always. So yeah, it really wasn't a good game from him. But just the way he was dishing, man. Nick Claxton was putting in points. Blake Griffin was hitting the three, diving for the ball. The way these guys are beating these teams without two of their best players is ridiculous to me. I love my team the way they were flowing without their stars because I was really scared, and I actually still am scared of the whole like chemistry thing where Kevin Durant comes back, Kyrie Irving comes back. We don't know about them yet, so at the same time, we don't we it's just weird to see them play. But I mean, James Harden been doing this for the better part of 8 years, so I mean, this is normal for him carrying a team, especially with better players in his on his team. So it's very easy to not easy, but it's very it's much easier to win with this group than probably with the Rockets, which there wasn't that many great players on that team. So yeah, very nice game for James Harden. I think for the Blazers, man, they were just hitting like they just weren't hitting their shots this game. Like I know they ended up with like a lot of threes, but it took like I know they took like 55 of them. I don't remember how many they had, but they took like 55 of them, which was pretty insane. Um, it's kind of this is just a game where they just weren't hitting their shots. Like Dame Lillard was taking a lot of he had like a bit, he had a really bad shooting night. So did CJ McCollum. It wasn't really much of the defense of the Nets. It was just like they just weren't hitting their shots. Like Damian Lillard was overcomplicating his shot, hitting step back threes, which he occasionally does all the time. But like not very good, not very good. Rocco hit a key. Rocco missed a key free throw that could have maybe pushed the game a little bit closer. But yeah, they lost. Sucks. Um, that was it for the video, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Turn on your post notifications so you know when I post. And yeah, as always, we out. Peace.
Why do they get up and leave? Tell you they love you, then get up and leave. I show the loyalty.